Hi, this is Sarah, the Stitchin Mommy, and it's Tuesday, December 27th, 2022. Here for a quick, hopefully quick cross-stitching update. And I only have a few things to show you because I've worked on a smaller amount of things. I do have some fun progress, and I'm hoping to also film a plans video for 2023 tomorrow, hopefully. I think I'll have some time because I really want to get that out before the new year. Show everybody where my starting points are on the things I want to try to finish next year, and just cover pages of some of the other things and in general the scope of what I decided to do this coming year. So we'll see. I'm excited about that. First I have some Christmas cards that I'd share from Stitchy Friends. First is from Desiree in the Netherlands, actually a Dutch card, which is really fun. I'm assuming that means Merry Christmas. So that's fun, thank you. And then I got one from Colette. Oh, so cute. Little kitty. Definitely welcome in this house. And then from Connie and Melina of Count Twice, Stitch Once. Isn't that sweet? So thank you, ladies. That was nice. It's always nice to get cards from Stitchy Friends, as well as, you know, real life friends. I've met some of these, I met Colette in person, but just because you haven't met in person doesn't mean you're not friends. So it's fun. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you had a wonderful weekend this past week and whatever you managed to celebrate. Let's see. I guess we'll just jump in. I did start with travel stitching, which I did get a little bit done on my temperature paws. Wander with Me is the cat version, and Walk with Me is the dog version. It has the little paws. I will be doing the temperature Quaker this coming year, so I'm so excited about that. Maybe by the time I come back Monday or Tuesday, probably more like Tuesday next week as well, maybe I'll get a start on temperature Quaker, and maybe this one will be done. So this is 28 count, just kidding, 27 count Linda in Vintage Country Mocha, 1/1 full cross. Got another paw and a half there. The paws, some of the colors just kept going into the next paw, so I went ahead and did them. Even though I don't have all the temperatures, I think I might now, but I didn't on Sunday. And one of the colors was over here in the feather. There's one more feather, and then the back stitching, which will make a little stick to have a feather toy on a stick. And then I have to stitch Smokey in there, and then this will be done. I have another paw and a half left, I believe, of temperatures. So yay! Next Sunday, New Year's Day, I'll work on this some more. Get it finished up, hopefully. So it's really exciting. There's a lot of things. They're almost done, and it feels good. So the new year will be fresh, and I didn't work on anything else in there. I did work on Under the Sea Club quite a bit, and my husband and my boys are downstairs playing a video game with my brother-in-law and niece online, so the family members are not here, but they're loud, so if you hear them, that's what you're hearing. So this is Under the Sea Club. All the parts have been released. This is by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This was their 2022 Mystery Stitch Along. I did read in the last update that they will be having another Mystery Stitch Along in 2023. This one and the last one both started in March, so I'm guessing they're going to do that again and have it be released in 9 parts instead of 12. So I'm hoping the next one is not irresistible, because I don't want to do another one. I want to focus on some other things. They can be super cute, super tempting, so I'm hoping the next one will not be super tempting for me. It can be tempting to all of you. That's fine. I'll watch you guys stitch them. But the one before this, which was the drinks, the cafe, like tea and coffee and hot chocolate, I'm like, had to do that one. So we'll see what this one is, but I'm not planning to do it again this year. Famous last words, right? So here I am. I got a decent amount of time here and there where I was able to take this to work on it, either with shows, with family get-togethers in the car while I was a passenger, things like that. So this is 25 count mystery even weave 1/1 full cross, my own color conversion, very similar to what's called for. I finished all of the scene, coral, the crab, the sand, fishes, all of that. And I came down and started working on the border, which is the last part. So super fun. I would love to get this finished this week as well. If I have moments here and there for bonus stitching, that would be nice. I can hear my boys. Hopefully it's not too distracting. It's all good. They're just having fun. So that's exciting. I'm happy with what I was able to get done with that this week. The main other thing I worked on was sampler of stitches, and I worked on that all week because I really want to get this done this year, because I don't have room for it in my plans next year, just like under the Frosted Pumpkin one. This is by the Drawn Thread. You should still be able to find this on the Drawn Threads website, and it's sold in 9 parts. So I managed to finish the STU part since I talked to you last, and the VWX part. And so all I have left is this last part, YZ, and then the personalization. So yay, I'm so excited. I'll show you the covers. This is the STU that I managed to finish, and the VWX. So VWX did not have any charms or anything, but the U had an umbrella charm, which was fun. I got to add that. So here is this all together. I guess I'll maybe do a before and after of the whole thing, as well as close-ups this time. This is on 30 count custard cream linen, 1/2 full cross, and then mostly 1 strand for the specialty stitches. So much fun. I posted my finishes of each of these on Instagram as well, so some of you have seen these. Got the little umbrella charm in front of the raindrops, which is cool. I forget what I worked on. I forget where I was at when I showed it last, so. But really fun. The windmill, lots of fun stitches. It didn't take too long. This one was a little bit of a bear to get going, this vine. I forget what that one was called. The X was all X's, made out of X's, just straight cross stitch in different colors, so that was fun. Yeah, so there it is. And so I have one more chart left, and then this project will be complete, and I was so excited about that. So I do plan to work on this until that's done, and then if I have more time in the week, I will maybe pull out Hibiscus Fairy to see if I can get my 1,000 stitch goal on that one, or go on to the Under the Sea Club and work on that more to try to get that finished as well. It might depend on what other like random stitching opportunities I have that I can bring on Under the Sea Club to, and how quickly I can get that done in just those other little chunks. Like if we're watching family shows, and I don't think we'll have really family get-togethers this week, so that won't be an option like it was last week, so we'll have to wait and see. Once I got the Sampler of Stitches VWX section finished, I moved on to Heirloom Nativity Sampler. I was originally hoping to work on this, I think Christmas Eve and Christmas, and I also was planning to start Christmas Elegance by Mirabilia, and I decided not to start that because I really want to get Sampler of Stitches done. I'm not really even feeling Christmas Elegance starting for some reason. It's just not, I don't want to. at this very moment. So that's fine. In my plans video, I'll talk about my Mirabilia start plans at this point for this coming year. And for now, I just decided I'm gonna focus on sampler stitches. If I get any time over Christmas, I will work on this for a little bit. So I finished this chart on Christmas Day in the evening, but I still had some stitching time left. So I pulled this out on Christmas Day, which was perfect. And I got started on this nativity scene down here and worked on it again Christmas Boxing Day, the day after Christmas. We visited my parents, but we came home in time to still have some evening time at home. So I stitched a little bit more on it that night as well. And I got time in the car traveling to work on Under the Sea Club. So that was fun. So this only got like a day and a half of evening time, but I'm still happy with where I got to. This is where it is all together. And here is this part, what I was able to do. This is 32 count MCG Textiles linen. Might be dove gray. I don't know if dove gray is a Monaco color, so I don't know if this is dove gray or not. It's gray. MCG Textiles is no longer in production, so this would be hard to get the exact one anyways. And the slubs are so inconsistent. It's crazy. Making sure you're counting right. But I love how the white pops on this. This is B5200 I'm using. The whole thing is charted for mostly MPIs and a handful of like other flosses. So I converted all the MPIs to DMC. And you can find charts online for that. For most of it, I think there's a couple colors in the angels that I had to get some help with from people who had the chart and knew what the MPIs look like. But all the rest of them, it was easy to just use the conversion tables you can find online. And there is a Gloriana variegated that I bought, and there's a couple cotton variegateds that I also am using. I'm using Sable, which is a Gentle Art thread, and then I had an Eliza Bell Cox color that was the same as one of the DMCs. I'm like, well, might as well use that. It probably doesn't have a lot of variegation. From Victorian Motto, when they did a Eliza Bell Cox sampler pack, I got that. Oh yeah, and there's a dark green Gloriana as well. So I got the two. There's some pearl cotton that's needed when I get to the heart hanger next year, but I haven't gotten into that yet. And there's some beads and things. So these are the three, like this one's obviously variegated. This one's not really that variegated, but a little bit. And then this one is also slightly variegated. I bought these to go with it and then converted everything else to DMC. So it's a way to make it more economical. Some of these SJ Designs beads that you can't really find most places, I found them on Stony Creek's website, if that helps anybody. Yeah, so this is hopefully going to be a goal to finish in 2023. I think in December, which makes sense. So I got a nice start on that. I got this tree pretty much finished, and the roof of the stable is pretty much finished, and then the snow and the starting structure of that tree over there is also started. So not too shabby. I'm glad I got that started so that next year when I come in to settle down and just try to knock this out in less than 2 weeks, I'll have some structure to start with, and I think that will feel good. So that's my plan for next year, to do each month. Most months I'll have a project I'm trying to finish, if I can, something that I think I can finish in 2 weeks or less. So I'll share all of that hopefully in a video tomorrow. Is that everything I worked on? I think it is. So short and sweet, and I hopefully will come back tomorrow and film some plans. So if you like that sort of thing, I'll just have it all over there together. I'm going to show my WhipGo pieces that are things to finish, and my 10. I have 10 things that I want to try to finish during my regular monthly focus projects. I've got 10 fancy lady charts that will be my reward for if I finish the thing I'm trying to finish. And then I'll have a week, like 10 full coverages that I'll be working on and 10 full coverage no backgrounds that I'll be working on. Plus February and August, I'll do random wheel picks for all my other projects. So that's kind of my plan, and I'll talk about that. And going forward, I'm into future years. If I like this plan, I have ideas for how to adjust it once I no longer have a project that I think I could finish in 2 weeks. I just will pick things that I want to progress, and that'll be fine too. All right, I think that'll be good, and hopefully I will be able to come back tomorrow and talk about all of that in more detail. So stay tuned. In the meantime, happy stitching. Bye. So I already put my tripod away, but I wanted one more quick thing. Since New Year's Day is on Sunday and I probably won't come back until Tuesday, I am planning to do Bringo, which is part of the Magazine Monthly Challenge Facebook group, run by Carolyn Cizuk Stitch and Robin Birdseye Stitcher. That is where you have projects you plug into prompts, fill out a bingo board, and they call up a different number every day. I have randomly generated my numbers, so my board is like randomly filled out. It's not just 1 through 25 straight through. It's like they're all over. So each number is associated with a prompt, and I've plugged in my full coverage that I want to start in January, a fancy lady I want to start in January, and my focus on a finish for January, my full coverage no background for January, and my family pieces. Oh, and my seasonal stitching for January. So I have like all of that stuff, which I haven't really shown you yet, plugged in. I don't know what's gonna be pulled first, so January 1st will not necessarily be a new start. I will stitch on whatever gets called for January 1st and January 2nd and until I film again. So that's what you will expect to see. So hopefully I can find some before pictures since I am not showing those now. But next time I come back for an update, I will hopefully show you whatever I managed to work on for the first few calls for Bringo and kind of explain the rest of what I'm hoping to do there because I didn't talk about that yet. So anyways, I am planning to do Bringo with the specific pieces that I was already planning to work on in January. So I think that turned out really nice and I'm looking forward to it. So with that, I'm really going this time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.